Hi.
Welcome back after our slight time away.
Yeah, we had stuff going on. This pour is going to suck.
But we're back.
We are.
We can't.
The
get
EPL
away
season
from
is
our voices.
the EPL season is officially over. Soccer's done. It's not a sport, and it doesn't exist as far as I'm concerned.
Also known as United sucks ass. All right, let's get
No,
into the
not
games.
ass.
How many weeks in? He's already given up on United?
5. We're 5 weeks in.
Can you?
I can't wait till week 20 when he's like, "We're the best team ever."
I'll just never say that again. We used to be, not anymore. I've given up all my hopes and dreams. We're gonna let that beer, but fuck words. So let's get into what even game week are we at now?
This is 5.
5.
Holy shit! What are we? 0-5, United?
Back from the international break, we had some games.
Yeah. Let's start off. What game do you want to start? I want to start off with
Newcastle Brentford. That was the first.
Yeah. Newcastle Brentford. Newcastle won. Brentford goose egg. Thoughts?
I thought the pen was soft.
That's a fair point.
There was also a second one that I thought was they almost gave, and it was almost softer, but it got called. Thankfully, got the right VAR decision for the first time I've seen in a while, because I think it was in Bueno maybe. Gets the ball, like, he's like marking the player at the back post, gets yanked down by his shoulder, and the guy wins the header, and it hits, like, off his, like, flailing arm, and they gave it a pen, and I was just like, that would have been the softest call I think I've seen all season. But luckily, VAR did something right, and they did get it.
What? No way. VAR sucks ass. I'm still going to stick with that. I'm going to be honest with you, right? I thought Newcastle at home against Brentford, I really thought that this game would have ended with more goals in it, in Newcastle's favor. I feel like Newcastle is too good of a team to only put up one at home against a team like Brentford.
Well, Brentford's tough to play.
Yeah, but Newcastle, like, I don't know, they're just kind of like good now. Like, they have goal scorers.
But they haven't been all season. They haven't been good. We talked about that. They haven't been good yet, other than when they destroyed the shit at Matt's Villa. But
well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
I don't know. I just feel like
I don't think they've been as defensively sound as they have been in the past, and Brentford could have exploited that. But Newcastle at home, it's a 1-0 win.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a result. Good teams find a way to get those wins.
I guess what I'm saying is you're right. They haven't really shown a lot yet. But I guess I'm just, at this point, based off, the hype that was kind of, of all the players they brought in and the quality, I guess I still expect more out of them. So I guess when I say it's kind of shocking, I guess I'm still kind of like,
what more did you want them to do besides win the game?
Score more goals.
But they won the game. That's the result.
Yeah, I know. I get that. I feel like I'm still waiting for them to just explode and just go on these runs.
They did beat Villa 5-1.
Yeah,
they started off on the explosion.
If anyone is just listening and not watching, we had to add that sound effect. That's how good it was. That was in post. Yeah. That wasn't Garrett making the noise with his mouth.
All right, next game.
Yep. Man City 3, West Ham 1.
I will continue to be the echo chamber of the creativity we've had without De Bruyne has been excellent. I thought we were really going to have trouble this year scoring goals, and it turns out I was completely wrong. Obviously, we miss him in some aspects, but Alvarez and a newly signed Silva until 2026 had a great game, created as many chances. I think how we were talking before the pod, Holland had 9 shots, 6 on target, finally got one late. Could have been a dick and stolen Silva's goal, but didn't. So
you thought they were going to struggle to score goals this year?
Yeah, we've
really,
but like without De Bruyne in the past, we've struggled to create chances. It's been an ongoing problem.
Just the way they play is just so attacking minded. I feel like they're still going to score goals. The worry for me is just like the depth still. I mean they took care of business in this game, but looking at their bench,
I felt the same way. But I mean, this game we had no Grealish, we had no Kovacic. And we still created chances. I'm missing someone else that was out too. But
Stones was out.
So, I mean, those are 3 guys that you will rotate if not. I thought Doku played well, got his first goal.
He played really good.
He's a great one-on-one player, man. Yeah. He is so fucking quick.
Yeah.
His feet, he got like a half a step on Soufal on that goal and back post in.
He tormented Soufal the whole game.
Yeah, he was a nightmare.
He did have a bad touch on the goal for West Ham, though. But, I mean, this one, I think his, the rest of his play kind of speaks for, him. And, like, I think City fans should be excited for him moving forward. I mean, this is just one mistake.
I hate City, but I love Alvarez so much.
Yeah,
I think he's so freaking good, and he can play as that 9, or he can play as the second forward, or he can play as a 10, and I think he could even play a little bit on the wing too. And I think that now, I think almost KDB's injury has been a blessing for him, because I think now he's going to get even more time in that kind of role he had at the World Cup, where he's just kind of floating around, and he kind of showed it off today with 2 assists.
Yeah, I agree. I think like I said, they were as creative as could be. They let the one early against West Ham, great goal. Sufal to I think it was Ward-Prowse.
It was Ward-Prowse.
On a header, good ball in. But other than that, I mean, City controlled the game, created all the chances, took care of business. Colin got his late one, and I'm not too much else to say there. Yeah.
Everybody else? Oh God!
How many packs of Marlboros did you smoke?
Jesus Christ! I just came from a game. I was yelling out. Anyone else? Thoughts, comments? All right, let's move on to Tottenham and Sheffield. What a game this was, huh?
I'm pretty sure we did this backwards, by the way.
Doesn't matter.
We did do this backwards.
Nah,
That's all right.
we'll
We'll just go down this way.
guys.
We're going from late Saturday to early Saturday.
Yeah, why not?
If you're following along,
switch it up,
if
you know.
you're following along, I can't speak. Following along.
So I'm smoking cigs. You can't talk.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, good thing we're back, huh? So, what these two are just being fucks.
I'll watch the video back.
Yeah, we'll watch it back. We're gonna fix that in post. So Sheffield, I mean, this game goes, scoreless most of the game. Sheffield pick up what, you could think 73rd would be the winner. But then,
Go clean.
I leave Richarlison on my bench for one fucking week, and he has the best game of his life. What the fuck? I mean, listen, I'm happy for the guy, because he clearly is going through some shit after crying after getting subbed off for Brazil, and he's got some mental health issues, and I'm glad he's playing well. But bro, what the hell? Like,
I want to caveat that. So
I left him on the bench. He puts up 17 points. It was an absolute nail biter for fantasy.
This might have been the only time I actually had to check to see if Clayton was peaking with his audio, because he just fucking lost it. But as Clayton just said, Richarlison in the 98th minute gets the equalizer.
Nice
header. And then 2 minutes later,
I just knew after that goal went in, they were getting another.
Dude, that play,
the entirety of Tottenham Hotspur Stadium just went absolutely apeshit when the game went.
It erupted. Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Dan's cute face. All right, here we go.
Yeah, and just kind of going off that, I mean, Spurs looked good the whole game, in my opinion at least. I thought they looked good. And I really think that the players, the fans, everybody around the club buys into the style of Ange ball. I think everybody buys into it. I think all the players buy into it. I think that, Madison looks great. Son looks like the player he was 2 seasons ago instead of last season when he was kind of non-existent. And Basuma and Sarr were not even in the squad last year, and now Basuma looks exactly like the 40 million pound player that they bought from Brighton. I mean, he transformed the whole team. They look really good, and I think I'm kind of jumping ahead. I think next week Spurs versus Arsenal is going to be a hell of a game to watch.
Yeah, the one thing I was curious to see in this game is like Sheffield sits so deep. I was wondering if they're going to still be able to create chances going forward, playing the way they've been playing. I mean, they had 28 shots, not on goal, but 28 shots. That's a lot of shots for any game, regardless of on target or not.
Oh yeah,
that's chances at least being created, or might be.
Spurs had 28 shots. You're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
no. Against the Sheffield team, which we know packs in pretty tight, hard to defend.
Yeah.
They sit back and they try to counter you. But I mean, that's a lot of, like I said, a lot of chances being created, even though you're playing a team like that.
I will say one of my favorite things about Sheffield happened in this game, and that's my boy Gus Hammer, who I think has the best goddamn name in all of the EPL. Gustavo Hammer, just a sick name, gets a goal. Gus Hammer. He's the hammer. It's what he does.
You could say it out loud.
What?
He goes, it sounds like a porno.
Gustavo Hammer.
Sounds like a porn name.
What a goddamn name.
Cool thing after the game, anyone saw the Sun thing? Where they were going to the crowd. And he brought Richarlison to the front.
To applaud the fans.
Yeah,
I saw that.
It was kind of cool. Captain moment there from Sonny, so it was kind of nice.
Yeah. But yeah, Tottenham, looked like they got something to finally get excited about that they haven't in the past few seasons. Looks like they're really, really trending in the right direction.
Wonder if Kane's regretting it all.
I heard they have a buyback.
So I
They
saw
They
that on
do,
Twitter.
yeah.
There is a buyback. And the owner came out and said, he's welcome back anytime. He's a big, part of our history and our club. So
That man's going to win one fucking trophy and be like, ship me back.
Yep.
I just needed something.
I need
I
my
would
trophy.
love
See
for
you
them
later.
to activate it, the buyback, in like January, just so he misses out on the trophy. I mean, I guess I'll probably play enough games, but if he misses out on the trophy with Bayern and then Spurs don't win anything, I think that'd be hilarious.
And then Bayern goes on to win the Champions League. It'll be so
but there's
fucking
a
funny.
stat that Kingsley Coman has won a trophy in every season of his professional career, and Harry Kane has not. So it's like the
Ooh.
immovable object against the unstoppable force. Like someone's gonna.
Streaks were
Someone's
meant to
gotta
be
give.
Something's
streaks
gonna
were
happen,
meant to be
yeah.
broken. Whose streak is it gonna be? All right, let's move on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Do we have to?
I mean, this is just. I mean, we put them on alert 2 weeks ago when we
Yeah.
did our post game analysis.
I
And we
could
were like, is
I
it
could spend a
time?
full half hour going in on United, but
I
I feel
could
like I
too.
do that a lot, so I'm
I
gonna let
could
Garrett
too.
do it.
What the fuck? Can I do it?
I mean, yeah.
I want to rip my own team real quick.
So he's gonna like 8 Mile. So like he's just gonna say all the things we're gonna say, so
Yeah.
we can't say them. It's like 8 Mile in the final battle.
All right, go ahead, Brian.
We can go sentence for sentence so we don't make shit. But I'll speak. You could speak for however you want. I'm going to speak from a United fan perspective, not like what needs to. This fucking team is a fucking joke. Ten Hag, I still, part of me wants to have faith. He's lost the locker room. Apparently after the game there was players going after each other. There was like a little scuffle going on. He's fucking lost it. He has. The owners are fucked. The team is fucked. No one wants to play for him anymore. Everyone's a joke on the field. Everyone's playing as an individual, not a team. Injuries out the ass, which not an excuse. Even if they were healthy, they'd still probably fucking blow. But I can't fucking do it anymore. This isn't what I've watched the last few years, maybe. But this isn't Manchester United anymore. It's just fucking not. The ownership has gone to shit. The coaching staff's gone to shit. The players coming in aren't doing anything to improve the team this season, at least. Our best players like Rashford and Onana is supposed to be a good fucking keeper. Everyone sucks. No one's fucking good. And I quit. I fucking quit.
You quit fandom?
Are you quitting the podcast?
What are you
or-
quitting?
Quitting. Can we clear that up just so we can tell the fans?
I quit on every single hope and dream I have for this team for the rest of the season and going forward until Glazers are out. That's my fucking rant. I'm fucking done. I can't do it anymore.
Don't you play Bayern Munich tomorrow?
Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit cop. You're lucky Dan's in between us. I'm done. I'm done. Garrett, you just rip my team to pieces because they deserve it.
I don't even want to rip your team. I just want to like add insult to injury. It's
Fucking
like,
do it. I don't care. I'm done.
This is a Brighton squad too. That's not even full strength.
Yeah.
Ferguson had a knock, got subbed in late. No Estupinian for this game. Lamptey starts. And arguably their best player on the team, I mean, bar Matoma, however we want to put it, no Marsh for this game either. So this is an unhealthy Brighton going into Old Trafford and winning by 2.
Yeah,
Well, it's also a fucking unhealthy Man U because we're fucking brain dead.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, United looked good the first 10 minutes of the game. The unfortunate thing for them is the game's 90 minutes long.
So
That's such a good line.
the only part of this game I watched was up until the Welbeck goal, and then I had to go coach a game. So,
Yeah.
and I'm sorry to cut you off, but there's one thing I have to say. Why the fuck every time we play Danny goddamn Welbeck, he always fucking scores against us? He's prime Ronaldo against United, and it's obnoxious. Okay, Dan, sorry.
He didn't really have to do much. I mean, it was a great build-up on that goal anyway.
Great dummy.
What'd you say?
The dummy.
Oh,
like, on the
yeah,
cross.
dummy,
it was
yeah.
very good.
He just had to, place it in. So, yeah, but I mean, besides that, Brighton are flying. Like, I mean, give a lot of credit to Brighton too, because they're just.
Was that a Seagulls reference?
Whoa, fuck yeah,
I think subliminally it was.
that was pretty fucking smooth.
But yeah, I mean, they're flying. Like they just.
Seagull.
He did it again.
You guys are throwing me off now. But like players are just stepping up for Brighton too. Like we mentioned, March was out. Pascal Gross, his goal was like the little shoulder fake on Martinez.
as a defender, I can't tell you how badly your soul leaves your body when you get done on that one.
Yeah.
Like, you just hate yourself so much after that.
Yeah. But yeah, that was such a great body feint, good finish. He's such an underrated player too. I think Pascal Gross. He's been like the engine for that like midfield.
Some would say he's grossly underrated.
All right, enough with the.
We're fucking reaching now.
The puns are just.
We're reaching.
But yeah, I mean,
can't.
props to Brighton because I mean, going into Old Trafford, regardless of the state they're in right now, is not an easy task. Clayton?
I mean, I could. Do you want me to?
Give us a couple minutes.
Just talk about Rashford at least.
Rashford didn't look like
please.
he wanted to be there. They play this high press and nobody presses. Rashford I'm using jog lightly because it looked like he was walking. Eriksson looks like he didn't want to run at all. He looks like he's about to have, knock on wood, another heart attack. I mean, the guy did not have the
Jesus
legs.
fucking Christ,
Casemiro's
dude.
legs were gone.
Can we say that on here?
No one listens.
I mean, it's our fucking show, but
Casemiro's legs are gone, and Onana looked terrible.
Yeah, he does.
He looked. I mean, why would you get rid of De Gea for a ball playing goalie if the goalie was only going to be playing the ball out of the back of his own net?
I don't. Fair. I think they offered De Gea a contract, but I don't think he took it.
And then you started McTominay, who was supposed to be sold.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to give props to Brighton.
Lazarus
They played
out.
unbelievably. The goal, I think it was Gross's goal, that the lead up. I mean, I've seen that video like 10 times over and over again, and it's just like it's 30 plus passes. There's no press from United, and they just look like they're having a scrimmage just to kick around. And that'll be all I'll say on that before Brian gets really sad.
Too fucking late. So, Clayton, you do the random jersey monthly. What jersey is that?
This is Darmstadt's 22-23 jersey.
Cool. I'm a fucking Darmstadt fan now. I'm fucking done, bro.
Bell Darmstadt.
It's on the back, I think.
Up the Darmstadts. Yeah.
I'm guessing they're the Saints, maybe.
No, I don't know, actually.
I don't fucking
I
know.
think they're in. I don't know if they're in the first division of the Bundesliga or the
Oh,
second.
your shit.
All
What the
right,
hell?
moving on.
Luton 0, Fulham 1. We moved on before I off to myself.
Anyone have full comps of the game? And the only thing I really saw from this game was the goal. It was a cross that the keeper probably could have dealt with a little bit better that gets tapped in by Vinicius. That's really all I saw from it.
I mean, I feel like it's a game Fulham should win. They do take care of business at home. Leno had a good game. He was man of the match, clean sheet. Luton's still struggling, with their, start to the Premier League.
I'm so happy my bold take was Luton to finish in the top half of the table. That's going swimmingly for me.
By top half, you meant like top half of the relegation zone, right? Like 17, 18?
Well, no.
18th.
Did we specify what season? I meant next season, the top half of the championship. Did we specify that shit? Whatever.
I don't know. I'll have to go back and listen.
Well, I'm pretty sure Premier League bold takes kind of only applies to the Premier League.
All right,
I'm
moving
sorry.
on.
I'm already mentally locked in that my team's going down, so I'm already a championship caliber fan now.
Yeah.
Because that's what's fucking happening. But Clayton wants to move on because he has Villa 3, Crystal Palace 1.
Listen, I was not worried for a second in this game.
Bullshit.
I mean, we played. We had a good first half. I think Zaniolo. I thought he looked pretty good. He's like kind of the flair player that I think we kind of needed. And then the second half we kind of dropped off. And listen, Ollie Watkins needs to find the back of the net.
Ollie Watkins.
Ollie Watkins.
Who the
needs
fuck
to
is
find-
Ollie Watkins?
Is there concern? Like, do you think? I mean, what's his name? Duran scores.
Duran.
Do you think, like, should Watkins be worried about potentially losing a spot?
Not yet, because he's such a streaky forward. You'll see him in like the past couple seasons. He'll go on like a goal scoring run. Where he'll score like 7 goals in 9, and then he won't score for 5. So I'm not worried yet, but kind of similar to Nicholas Jackson at Chelsea. Like they have to come eventually, because if they don't, then if we weren't scoring goals elsewhere with other players in the team, I would be much more concerned.
Yeah, that's the difference between Watkins and Jackson right now. Is like at least Villa's picking up the slack and other players are scoring. That's not happening with Chelsea, but we'll wait to talk
And he's
about
got a few assists this season. It's not like he's
Yeah.
doing now. He's not like a statue. He
Yeah.
has been involved at least in a few goals.
And I guess, I mean, this is kind of a cop-out of an answer, but as long as Emery trusts him, I'm going to trust him. Because if he's doing what Emery wants him to do on and off the pitch, I'm going to believe that just the goals will come.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fair point.
I thought the penalty was soft. I thought that was very soft. It was on our favor, so I'm not going to complain about it in the moment. But now that we've already won, I can say I think it was soft. And
one of these goals was an absolute piss
Duran's
missile.
goal was
Right?
amazing.
Duran's, yeah.
Holy shit.
No, yeah, and he's exactly the kind of player that's going to come on off the bench because he's only like 19, 20. He's still really young. He was only played in the MLS, and he didn't get a lot of minutes there. So
He was in the MLS?
yeah, he came from Chicago Fire.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
Didn't know that.
Me neither.
That shot was so hard that like it was like at the goalie, but he couldn't get his hand up quick enough to stop it. Like it was like literally in line with him.
It reminded me of like prime Christian Benteke.
Yeah.
Like doing some because they've got like the same kind of body shape, doing the similar, like a similar kind of scissor. But yeah, happy result. I think that Palace came in to do a job, and they were going to pull a smash and grab, get one, sit back, and to
Almost
their
worked.
credit, to their credit, it almost worked.
Um,
It took a couple moments of brilliance to get past them, and
Granted, though, the Palace goal was 90% of the fact that Martinez slips coming off his line.
Torres screwed up, and I think there's a little bit of a learning curve for him to, because the first mistake was Pau Torres's,
Right.
and I think that there's still a little bit of a learning curve. I love him going forward. When we have the ball, his distribution is great, but when we don't have the ball, it's almost like I'm like, dude, hit the weight room. Like he's just gotta bulk up a little bit and be a little more physical and be a little more confident in himself. And then Martinez slipped, so it's kind of like, and that's exactly the situation where I'm sitting there and I'm going, we're gonna lose this 1-0 on some absolute bullshit. And then we didn't.
No.
Yeah, 3-1. It's a good scoreline, right?
Dude, the more I watch Diaby, the more I like him.
I love him so much.
He's like such an electric player.
You like him so
And
much?
the
why don't
way
you marry
he
him?
celebrated Bailey's goal, I was like, that's a guy who's like just thrilled to be here.
Yeah.
This podcast really, really fucking sucks to record when all three of your teams are winning and your team is just dog shit. This is not as fun as I remember.
No?
Well, we can move on.
What's that like? That's like the GIF thing where like they put the like black and white. It's like all around me,
Oh,
all familiar. It's good. We'll edit that and just to be Brian's face our entire podcast episode. Liverpool Wolves. Is that where we're at?
Yeah.
Wolves get an early one off a very weird goal. Did anyone see this?
I turned it on too late to watch that goal.
It gets played like a cross, and like the keeper tries to like scramble back, and it like lands
Gets
like
stuck under his
underneath
legs.
him.
Yeah.
It was a very strange, and it probably only
mean-
crossed the line by I don't know, like 10 inches maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty close. But I mean, Neto is just on fire
Dude, I
to
was gonna
start the
say,
season.
dude
He's
fucks.
looked so good. It's prime Neto. He's back. Gets the assist on that goal. And then all game he looked pretty threatening. And yeah, scoreline's 3-1. We'll talk about the Liverpool side, but I feel like Wolves deserve more out of the start to the season than what they've gotten. I mean, even with the United game, just one example, but like they're sorry, bro.
Just fucking keep it going, guys.
I'm just trying to give examples.
Hey,
here,
we
but
won that game.
Hardly.
Hell yeah.
They were in
Win's a
my
win,
like
bitch.
bottom 3 to go down at the beginning of the season before any game started. Now like, yeah, they're like at the bottom of the table or they're towards the bottom, but I don't feel like they're playing like a championship team or like they're playing like a relegation threatened team.
No, I agree. They just can't score goals, which is the sad story because they look good getting to that finishing shot. And
Yeah.
I mean, they've had a rough couple of games. They had Palace and then Liverpool, and they have Luton next. So I think
They've also played Brighton too. Like they had a pretty tough.
they have not had an easy start.
Brighton
Who,
United.
Wolves?
Yeah.
Yeah, United was a tough one.
Well, they lost.
Well, they got lucky.
United, Brighton,
did.
they beat Everton, and that was it.
Yeah.
And I mean, their next 3 games are Luton, City, and then Villa. I mean, they'll get up for the Villa game because it's a derby, but they're probably not going to beat City.
Probably not.
So they've got 3 games that they realistically they're going to be looking to
Excuse
get
me.
6 points out of.
Yeah.
On the other side of this, Salah does Salah things. Had a lot of involvement without scoring in this game.
2 helpers.
Had the assist to Gakpo. Had the assist to Robertson, and almost would have had I think a third assist, but at the last goal in their counting is an own goal, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It got
Hugo
deflected off the
Bueno.
post pretty much.
Yep.
Mhm.
So this would have been a 3 assist game for Salah.
What do you call that?
Um,
If it's a hat trick, if it's 3 goals, what do you call 3 assists?
Hat trick of
Hat trick of
assists.
That's boring. We got to come up with That's our homework for next week. We got to come something cool.
Okay.
All right, sweet.
But Liverpool kind of takes care of business after getting one down early, control possession, more shots on target, more passes completed. I mean,
What about Gerald Quanshaw, the 20-year-old starting at center back for Liverpool, while Konate is on the bench? What do you make of that?
is it a rest play?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I don't know. I'm not sure, honestly. I can call Klopp. I'll ask him.
So
I'll see what his decision-making process was there.
I mean, they need some depth, or they need someone to fill in because like Van Dijk still has the suspension from the red card. But yeah, I mean, I feel like that was his chance, so I guess he did a decent job in his debut.
I think Konate, actually, now that I'm saying it, I think he just came back from injury, so I think it was a rest.
yeah, I mean, at the same time too, we've seen that the Liverpool back line isn't what it's been a couple of years ago when they were kind of that brick wall. No one really got through. They were, holding on to clean sheets, and Van Dijk and, Robertson was getting forward, Trent was getting forward, all this stuff. And I know there's some injuries there and some guys coming back. But, I think at the same time they are trying to give, other guys a look just to see like, hey, what do we have here? What's going on? And can we kind of, when Van Dijk comes back, obviously we'll put him in, but can we, in a way, rebuild and restructure this back line and get back to those ways of keeping clean sheets and keeping teams off the score sheet? So I think, yes, it's injuries and a rest play, but at the same time, they want to give the young guys a chance to see what they have and what they're working with for the future too. So,
yeah, and I mean the only things I'll add to this game is I think Szoboszlai is a great signing for them. He's really good to start the season. If I'm a Liverpool fan, I'm super excited for him because they've been crying out for an attacking midfielder for the last couple of years. They tried with Thiago.
Well, he's still there. He's just hurt.
Just always hurt.
Yeah, he's always hurt.
Yep.
But like they couldn't rely on him to produce, and Szoboszlai's already doing that. And McAllister, like we were talking a little bit beforehand, for fantasy purposes, for you need him to do more.
Why does he keep playing as a 6? I'm getting Klopp's probably saying play as a 6, but
Why is he playing as a 6 as the coach tells him to play as a 6?
like what the fuck?
you should give Klopp a call.
I should.
Yeah, you should do it.
Why is he starting 20-year-olds and why is he putting like attacking midfielder as a holding midfielder?
Well, who's also going to hold? Curtis Jones?
They bought Endo
Fair.
for that reason.
That's also fair.
Yeah, and
And he sat the bench. I don't think he's up to Premier League pace, Endo, but I would love him to be so McAllister could get some freedom.
yeah, and the last thing that I want to say is, again, going back to the Wolves deserving more. Like, I think it's an error at the end of the game. Jose Sa tries to play, I forget who it is. It might have been Neto out quick. He tries to do like a side volley and ends up like kind of fluffing it, and it goes right to Robertson. And then that leads to the counterattack where Robertson scores in the 85th minute. So if that's just a run-of-the-mill, punt out and not try to like do too much, maybe you hold on to a clean sheet in that because that's the 85th minute. You just got to hold on for a couple more minutes. But once that happens, I think Liverpool end up getting another one. But
Wait, hold on, a clean sheet.
I think
Hold on, the
I
point.
meant
point.
I meant a point. Yeah, not
Oh,
clean sheet, sorry.
I was very confused. I'm like, huh?
Um,
But that was anything else?
I was like, we good there?
It was Saturday. So let's get into Sunday now. This one we'll actually do in chronological order. The thrilling 0-0 tie between Bournemouth and Chelsea.
Make a fun stat here that I wanted to make sure I remembered the goals that were scored this week. So I went on YouTube. I was like, all right, all goals this week, and I'm like, oh, where's Chelsea? Still not there.
Did you guys see on it's kind of funny. It was on Twitter when Nicholas Jackson missed
Yes.
and he shanked the ever-living shit out of a ball. It said if you increase the goal by 100%, 150%, 200%, and they CGI the goal getting bigger, and he still would have missed the fucking net.
I think it was 325,
3 something, yeah.
when
That he would finally have hit the net. It was so goddamn fun. Dude, you know what? If there's anything I could take away from my shit season, I'm not Chelsea. I have that. How many goals does Modric have this year?
Modric?
Mudryk. What the fuck is
I was just going to say, I don't know.
Whatever.
I haven't checked the
about
long
him.
How many goals does Mudryk have?
He has 0 goals.
Wow, so the
But he doesn't beat up his girlfriend.
Oh,
like some of your wingers
allegedly, no one was oh, fuck Greenwood. Allegedly. Hey, All I'm saying is Hannibal for United, was he 20? He's got more goals than this fucker who was supposed to be the next big thing.
I mean, I thought he had a pretty good game.
He had a good start to the game.
Yeah,
He
I
kind
don't
of
think
faded off towards the end of his shift.
Yeah, I think he had a good first half.
Yeah, I think that's one way to put it.
I just kind of want to run through, the Chelsea injury list real quick.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Boran, Badiashile, Chukwuemeka, Nkuku, Cucurella, Caicedo, Mudryk, James, Lavia, Chalaba, Fofana, and Sarr were suspended.
You could really start a team with that.
That's not including their subs or anything.
You-
They have way too many freaking players.
You know what's crazy? One of those players who got hurt, Garrett wanted him to get hurt. It's crazy. Reece
It
James.
was 5 years ago.
It's like 2.
I think it's crazy that they have this many players and they keep rotating the squad. There's going to be no cohesion there. And I think you can kind of see it with now Enzo was playing as a 10 almost. He was playing more advanced. And it's like, okay, yeah, but why is Gallagher playing behind him? Gallagher's usually an 8. Or why is, I don't even know how to say it, Leslie. That's his first name. I'm not going to try his second.
Ugo Chukwuku.
Yeah.
Ugo Chukwuku.
This is
So
his first Premier
roll with
League start.
Leslie.
I feel like there's just not enough. There's too many bodies. There's not enough chemistry. I think that would definitely help them find the back of the net.
To add to your point, I think I saw that there was only 2 players on the starting 11 that were 25 or older.
Jesus.
Like, that's pretty fucking wild.
Yeah.
For a
I think
Premier
their
League
biggest
team?
mistake was selling as Pukota. I'm not going to say that right either.
What?
I think
that's not even a tough one.
You
I
like
know. I'm
missed
still bad
syllables.
at
I'd
it.
still
But
get
I
it
think
wrong.
that was their biggest mistake because that would have been their on-the-field leader who's been there and won stuff there. And I know they have Thiago Silva, but I think someone who's been with Chelsea that long would at least help raise some of these little kids that keep playing with
Yeah, I mean,
them.
your 2 veterans, quote unquote, in this game are Sterling, Thiago Silva, and your captain is Conor Gallagher, who up until like 2 weeks ago was rumored to be transferred. So I mean, like, I understand you're trying to find what works, but you can't try 37 combinations in 38 games. It's never going to work.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna flip it before you move on. Bournemouth side, they got they got outpossessed, right? Shots though, they had their chances. I mean, they only had 1 shot less, 2 shots less on target than Chelsea. They're at home. I mean, obviously they're happy with a point, but in the form that Chelsea's running in, if you're Bournemouth, is a part of you slightly disappointed you didn't take all 3 points? Or are you over the moon ecstatic that, hey, we got a point against Chelsea at home? Or is part of you like, I think we might have been able to squeak out all 3, and we probably should have? Is part of you saying that right now if you're a Chelsea fan, or if you're if you're a Bournemouth fan and you're Bournemouth right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I think any team that is playing Chelsea or even arguably Liverpool, you're thinking you can get points there because Liverpool's back line isn't
I
steady.
thought you would have said fucking United.
Oh, I'm sorry, and United.
There you go.
I was giving you a break.
Nah, it's
But
okay. Keep pouring on.
Liverpool's back line isn't steady. United and Chelsea, their teams are in complete disarray. If any team who's looking for points is going to go, yeah, we can get something here.
Especially at home, too.
I want to make a really, really fun comment that just applies to the 4 of us here on this couch. All we keep talking about is, man, Chelsea looks like shit. United looks like shit. And yet us 4 idiots paid $400 fucking to go watch them in England.
Oh,
in
my
3 months.
God. That's the game we're going to see.
Can
Mother.
you
It's gonna be a
imagine
relegation battle.
we're going to be at that game? What are we going to do?
Dude, we're going to
And
see
someone bring the Uno cards.
We're not going to see goal.
we're gonna see a 0-0 tie. The ball's not going to leave the fucking center circle. Holy shit. That's
going
going
to good seats too.
They're great scenes to watch nothing happen.
Didn't we get like the hospitality shit?
Well, yeah, it was like the only thing we could.
Yeah, but
advise
still,
foreigners.
motherfucker.
Because I forget, someone said a comment, and all I thought to myself was, we paid to go see these fuckers in 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh
To be
my
fair,
God.
we're also seeing. Well, fuck, I'm seeing Chelsea twice.
Oh yeah.
That's tough.
Who did they play the second time?
They're playing Brighton at home the first
Get
time.
to see
Yo,
Brighton,
Brighton's
though.
going to
See
torch the
Brighton.
shit out of them.
Yeah, but we're going to be at Stamford Bridge, and I'm going with Ant. So like we're rooting for Chelsea.
Ew.
No, but you still get to see Brighton. So
Yeah.
You get to enjoy good soccer.
Yeah,
Football.
Exactly.
Whatever. Are we good to move on?
I just
All
wanted
right.
to make that point because I thought it was really fun.
The last game on Sunday before we wrap up with the Monday game, at Goodison Park, Everton held to 0 by Arsenal, who win by a score of 1-0. I'm going to repeat myself again. Clayton's team won, Dan's team won, Garrett's team won, yay. It sucks sitting on this couch right now. But, Dan, I'm happy for you.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Fuck you, Clayton. Discuss the game, please.
Yeah, I mean, not too much to really talk about. I think, it was a pretty comfortable win, even though it was a 1-0 scoreline. I think it was pretty comfortable. Everton really do not have anything going forward. I don't think Raya was really tested at all, and that's actually, we should probably talk about that first, is the Raya Ramsdale decision.
What do you think about that?
Huge.
Ooh.
Tell me your thoughts.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, it's great having two like top class goalkeepers, but I don't know what that's gonna do to one of theirs or both of their kind of psyches. Like if one of them makes a mistake, they know they're gonna be dropped or run the risk of getting dropped. Whereas other clubs like Alisson, like he's the clear number one for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't need to worry about like getting dropped if he makes a mistake.
Scott Carson at City.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Really in the wings waiting.
Listen, that's the reason they win fucking trophies.
Yeah, but I mean, just with Raya, you could see he's a ball playing keeper, kind of like Onana.
We got one of those.
But,
didn't work out.
Yeah, but our guy Raya can actually save the ball.
Nah, lucky you.
But yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see. I mean, with Champions League, maybe they want to see how it works, rotating with cup games. But then again, I don't know. I really don't know how it's going to play out. But even though he didn't do much, thought he looked okay. The other big talking points, Havertz was dropped from the team. Fabio Vieira got the start, and I think he just looked like he fit in a lot better than Havertz has. The attack looked so much more fluid.
It's hard to fit in less.
Well, yeah, it's true. He's just a waste of space the first couple
We got
games.
some funny zingers in this one.
Yeah, we're just roasting everybody and everything on this episode. I fucking love it, even though half it's at me, but whatever.
But yeah, I mean, we go up, like I think it was around 30 minutes in the first half. Martinelli thinks he scores. Unfortunately, it was deemed offsides, which could be controversial, but I think based on the rules, it is rightly deemed offsides. What?
None.
What?
He highlighted 69 on my
Yeah, Trossard scored in the
my
69th minute. It was kind of funny.
All right, so
Shambles.
Gabriel was
Just like
trying
my
to clear
team.
the ball, and it got deflected off the Everton player, and then Nketiah's running back and touches the ball back to Vieira. Nketiah was in an offsides position, but people were saying like it wasn't an intentional pass. I think the rule still states like in that situation it's still offsides. Regardless of a good finish from Martinelli, the unfortunate thing is he does pull his hamstring in that play. So he is unfortunately out for a couple of weeks. We don't have him for the Champions League game this week, which is a big loss. But the good thing is you can bring in Leandro Trossard off the bench. And
Who? I'm sorry, who do you guys play this week in Champions League?
PSV.
Okay. I actually didn't know. All right, thanks.
But you could bring in a player like Trossard who, once he gets his time, he produces. Like he's assisted a ton of goals for us last year and, gets the occasional goal. And this game came up big in the 69th minute. There you go, Brian.
Nice.
But yeah, also a crazy finish, too. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Yeah, it was really nice.
He kind of just opens his foot up.
Off the post?
Yeah, off the post and in. But yeah, I think comfortable win, and I think Declan Rice was worth the money.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
100%.
He is like just, oh my God, I already love him so much.
All right, let's round out game week 5 with yesterday's game. We're recording this on a Tuesday. So Monday's game was Nottingham at home against Burnley. The game ends 1-1. I only saw a little bit out of this game. First of all, I didn't start, ManUtd or whatever, the striker for Burnley who scored. Of course, he scores on my bench for fantasy. But Callum Hudson-Odoi, I want to see his goal.
Oh, it might be the goal of the season.
It was a
nice.
fucking, just
Both goals were absolute screamers.
as soon as he hit that ball, you have to know as a keeper, I'm fucked. He put that thing, how far out was he, 25 yards out?
A couple yards off the 18. Nothing crazy, but it was still just an absolute
20-ish. And just from the goals to his right, so he's in the left corner, and in step with his right foot, just puts that thing in the top right corner. Nothing the keeper could do, nothing anyone could do about that. It was so, I think I watched 15 times. It was so cool to watch.
I feel like Forest are one of those teams I want to see do well. I feel like they have a lot of players from bigger teams that were rejects, not necessarily rejects, but didn't really get the minutes that they needed. Like, I mean, even Matt Turner, he's gone. He made some good saves in this game also. Morgan Gibbs-White, I think he was at Wolves recently or prior to this.
Anthony Alonga was a United player.
Alonga, Hudson-Odoi. They're all getting their time. And I think, like, this is a good young core they're kind of working with. So
They're going to be a team going forward. Like you said, good young core. That's going to be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah.
If ownership is going to take a shot at them and take a chance on them and be like, all right, these are our guys. We're going to try and actually spend some money and build around them. Or if
they have been spending some money. I mean,
but I'm saying if they're really if they see that it's working, like they're just going to keep going and going and going. And I'm going to hit them. I'm really going to hit them. What are you doing over there? Stop messing with the mic.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah. Anyway, I do think going forward, Forest is going to be a team to watch out for. And like I said, like you said, a young core, they're going to be fun to watch going forward. So
I got nothing.
All right. Shall we get?
I feel like we should let Danny Boy do the fantasy rundown.
Yes.
Before we get into game week 6, Danny Boy, let's give us a little fantasy rundown here.
All right.
For the lads back home.
After week 5, the top performers for week 5 in our Reminder Fantrax Fantasy Soccer League. At first, actually tied for first, Mohamed Salah, 2 assists and 5 key passes. And Bernardo Silva, not someone usually seeing, topping the fantasy point league or points for the week, especially of a City asset. 26.5 points. He had 1 goal, 1 assist, and 4 key passes. Third place was Kulusevski with 25.5 points. He had a goal, 2 shots, and 5 key passes. I mean, we talked about Spurs' attack. Jeremy Doku with 24.5 points. 1 goal, 3 key passes, and then Erling Haaland, which, he's just the main
He's always going to be there, yeah.
23.5, a goal, and 6 shots on target. How'd everyone do in fantasy this week?
I think I lost by like 8 because I had Willie Bollian and he did not play. And if I put in the Burnley striker, he scored, I would have won. But
1 by 5.
Unlucky.
I needed Saka's assists.
I think I won around 6 or 7, I believe.
Damn.
Did
you win too?
I also won, yeah.
Wow, it's like real life.
Wow. Fuck you.
My
DoorDash, not sponsored by DoorDash. My DoorDash sitting outside. I'm just going to go get that and just not do the podcast anymore. Yeah.
Nice.
It was actually like a giant quesadilla.
I got to eat dinner.
I wanted to break up. Was that the last time?
That was it, yeah.
I wanted to break up just I was play a fun game of Who Am I? Just to break up.
I like this.
So I got one for this week, but it's something fun. We'll do it again. I'm going to read off one thing at a time. And you guys get a chance to guess after each fact. I'm going to see if you can guess who the player is. It's going to get obviously a little bit more specific as I got like 7 hints here. So
is it a current player?
Current player in the Prem.
Okay.
All right. My soccer idol is Thierry Henry. Anyone?
All right. I mean, obviously, I'm leaning French right away. Okay. No.
You don't have to guess, but if you do have, you can throw it out.
We only get to guess once.
No, I'll give you. You get 3 tries each.
And you said current in the Prem right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing? Okay.
No.
I was born in, I'm probably going to butcher this, sorry, Torquay, England.
He was twerking in England?
He was twerking in England.
I'm going to go Jack Grealish.
Incorrect.
Erling Haaland.
Incorrect.
Born in England?
I think he was born in England.
I'm pretty sure he was.
Was he
His
actually?
dad played in England.
I didn't fucking know.
I'm
that.
not sure, honestly.
I'm not gonna.
We'll figure that out next week when I play Who Am I?
I'm not gonna guess yet.
Okay. I played youth soccer for Exeter City at U10.
Why the fuck would I know that?
I don't know.
You're not following the 10-year-old Exeter team
I missed
religiously?
Be a little bit weird if you were. No, I had not installed.
I've won EFL Young Player of the Year.
Foden?
Nope.
Rashford.
Nope.
Saka?
Nope.
Okay.
I played championship soccer with Brentford.
Ivan Toney.
No.
Shit.
I've only got one guess left.
Wait, how many did we get?
3.
Oh shit! I've used 2.
I used 2 too.
Fuck. I think I know who it is.
Oh. I have a guess.
Who is it?
Ollie Watkins.
Solly Watkins.
Dan gets the win.
All
All right. I like that. We should do that again.
Fun. We should do that every week.
All right, yeah. I'll throw a new person in each week.
All right, are we ready to run through game week 6?
Yeah, let's run through it.
I was trying to find like some stupid, like obscure fact, like, hey, I like dominoes. Like that would have been funny.
That was fun. My favorite card game is
Yeah.
Go Fish. All right. How do we want to do who's picking the games?
Just
We'll
go
just
down
run
the
through and give a quick.
All right.
little
So Palace. This is Saturday. We'll start in the
thought.
morning.
Across the couch. We'll go across the
Yeah.
couch.
Clayton, we'll start with you. Crystal Palace hosting Fulham.
line. 2-0 Crystal Palace.
Okay. Dan, you have Luton hosting Wolves.
Wolves, they're going to get that win.
Yeah.
2-0.
All right. We'll skip me and go to Garrett for this one. We'll go Man City hosting Nottingham Forest.
I hate to say it because I love Matty Turner, but I'm hoping we get a few past them. Give me a 3-0 over Forest.
All right. I'm going to go back to Clayton because I'll take the next one. Brentford hosting Everton.
4-0 Brentford.
Oh,
Damn. Fuck
Everton
yeah,
sucks.
baby.
I think Shoney Dice might be getting the sack soon.
All right. We fuck me. Burnley hosting Manchester United.
this would be a tough one. Like if this goes poorly.
Honestly, does he lose his job if they lose this game?
I hope so.
but
I'm going fucking 1-1. I'm going 1-1. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're in like you Clayton said, we're in disarray. I don't fucking know. Okay, let's go to
Dan.
Dan. No, I was going to. I was gonna say let's
Yeah.
go to the game of the weekend. The obvious game of the weekend here.
Yeah.
It is Derby Day
Woo.
at the Emirates. Arsenal hosting their rivals Tottenham Hotspur. Dan, now are we picking with the heart? Or are we picking with the head here?
I feel like beginning of the season, like Kane leaving, new manager, like the signings we made, I would have said, like
Yep.
3-1 or something. Spurs are obviously a different team than we all expected right now.
Ange, baby.
Playing really good. What?
Ange.
Yeah.
Ange.
I still like to think it's not like we're playing bad either. We are at home. I like to think we can get a win out of this. I'm going to say it's going to be a really good game. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal.
Okay. We'll go Garrett, then Clayton, then I'll go. We'll go Brighton hosting Bournemouth, Garrett.
I mean, as long as Brighton just keep doing what they're doing, this should be, I'm going to say 2-0. Nice clean 2-0 win. I think Brighton just looks so good this season.
All right.
Even though they lost, they looked good.
Clayton, your Aston Villa are traveling to Stamford Bridge to take on Chelsea.
A lot of shit talking going on.
Yeah,
for
I'm
this game, I feel
going
like.
1-0. Villa are going to win that game.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm on board with that. Liverpool hosting West Ham. I don't think all the changes, the in and outs that Liverpool are doing is going to really affect it. I think the back line lets up once. I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool. And then we'll go to Dan for this one. I like Dan's hat. Sheffield hosting Newcastle to round out the weekend. What do you got?
Go 1-0 win Newcastle.
All right. So that
The
is
first week, we've had a late game on Saturday.
How late is it?
3 o'clock.
yeah, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
There's
in
also 5
America.
games
Yeah.
on Sunday.
They
There's
split
usually, like,
them.
3.
Well, it's
Yeah.
probably because of Champions League week.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, maybe. The
Um,
team playing No, not really. Because City plays Saturday.
Yeah, but City played today in the Champions League.
That's true.
Arsenal
Well,
plays tomorrow.
United play tomorrow, and then they play Saturday.
Yeah, and then Villa plays on Thursday, and West Ham play on Thursday as well.
They play Sunday. They're probably trying to do
A
shit.
lot after international break. A lot of soccer coming up here. We're back.
Is
Things-
and
things are
Liverpool play on Thursday
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
in the
Things are
Europa League.
moving. Things are grooving.
I believe Dan had something.
I believe Dan has a
I have
segment. he
I
would
have
like to
another
do.
quick fire segment.
You have
Oh,
one-
I'm
you have
so
one-
excited
If
for
this is
Yeah, we
anything
have-
like the last time,
do you
I'm
have
gonna
one-
flip my shit.
Do you have one for each of us?
I have 2 for each of you.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck
boy.
yeah! Lock it
Oh,
the
great.
fuck in, people.
I can't wait to see what mine is.
Are we ready?
I hope it's something
Why? Why do you say
ridiculous
that?
again.
I don't know.
Yours was so fucking funny.
Last time was ridiculous.
Well,
Who's
that was
starting?
like a fluke. That won't happen again.
Who's starting?
We're going to go Garrett first.
Oh fuck!
Oh, goody.
Here we go.
Now, what's
All
quick
right.
fire now? Can we explain to people?
Okay, yeah. So if you don't remember, quick fire is just I'm going to read off either one word or a little phrase or sentence, and everyone, I'm going to go around to each person. They need to answer with one word response, not a short sentence, just one word. All right.
Here we go.
Top of your mind, 3 seconds to answer. All right.
Can't wait.
I love this.
This is
Garrett,
gonna suck.
who will win the Ballon d'Or?
Messi.
Brian. Arteta's comments about tactically subbing goalkeepers.
Fair.
Okay. Clayton, you actually just mentioned so who will be the first manager sacked?
Whoever the Luton boss is.
You didn't go Dyche? Okay, never mind.
No, because I like him too much. I hope he doesn't get sacked.
So biased you
Okay.
are.
Garrett, given the financial pull of the Saudi and world football, how would you describe the impact it has or will have on the quality of Europe's top leagues? One word, 3 seconds. 3.
Short term.
Okay. Brian.
Yeah.
Scale of 1 to 10, how concerned are you about United?
10 being the worst? 9.
Okay. Clayton, which Premier League team will go furthest in the Champions League this year?
You're taking a rapid
City.
fire. There you go.
All
What'd
right.
you say?
City.
All right, that's it. That's our segment.
Given the financial economic situation of the world.
I love that Garrett gets one crazy
It's
question.
just absolutely ridiculous.
I don't know what you're
shit,
talking
man.
about, but,
That's
Oh,
so
man.
fucking funny.
Nothing was better than that one was so bad the first time when it was just like Harry Maguire, and then it was like, who's gonna be the next young best player? Minus the 2 best obvious players in the world.
Oh, man. I did not think you were going to go that far with it.
Well, so all right, we have a couple more minutes, and now just to add off the point that you just asked. I know we're a Premier League podcast, but it's gonna be a big talking point for the next, however, till the award comes out. Ballon d'Or. What do we think? I know people have very strong opinions one way. Some people have very strong opinions the other way. I'm just curious to hear what you guys all have to think about the topic.
Who are the front runners right now?
It's Holland or
Ballon
Messi.
d'Or.
I think it's got to be Holland or KDB.
Messi.
There's just no way Messi's not going to be top
Come
2.
on. How do you not give it to the guy?
How do you give it to the guy? Treble winning, record breaking Erling Haaland. You're not going to give it to him?
World Cup winning, turning an entire league upside down.
What
Yeah, I
league?
do.
The French league? It doesn't. American doesn't matter. It's not in Europe.
Well, that timetable doesn't line up.
Oh, it
anymore.
doesn't line up? Oh, fuck.
It's not even that, but it's like goal contributions. Messi had more last year.
Yeah.
Assists and goals. Holland had more goals. Messi had more goals and assists.
Well, give it to KDB. I don't think that Messi should get it. I think the World Cup's a great achievement.
But
I don't think
and
he
I'm not
should
even
get
arguing
that.
the fact that I'm just saying based on history, the player that's had the best World Cup performance in a World Cup year,
Oh, yeah,
95% of the time.
Look at Modric 4 years
Right.
ago.
Like, I'm not saying like, yeah, it's a very clear off, but I'm just like, I know people are going to use this as saying like it's rigged. But it's like if you look to history, there's been years where like the year that Cannavaro won it, like it was because he performed great in the World Cup with Italy, not because he had tremendous club stature that year.
I wouldn't be mad if Messi won it, but I just feel like Holland had such a special year, but before joining a new league, breaking the record for goals in a season, winning the treble, he just completely took the league by storm.
I think he should win it for breaking that curse Yaya Toure put on Pep.
Yeah, that's a good
The
point.
Ivorian curse. But no, I agree. And I don't think Messi should have won the Ballon d'Or when they won the Copa America, because I think that's a little bit biased when they didn't really win anything else that year. But I think they'll give it to him, but I think that Holland probably deserves it, in my personal opinion, more.
Yeah, and I love Messi. I'm a Messi guy, Messi over Ronaldo.
Yeah,
but,
I don't mean to hate on him.
and I won't be mad if he wins it, obviously. But I just feel like if it was up to me, I'd probably go Holland. I totally get winning the World Cup and everything. For Messi, that was the last thing he needed to achieve. So I wouldn't be mad, but I just think off of the season alone, should go to Holland.
I think it's always that argument too. It's again, honestly, it goes either way. I'm a City fan and I'm a Messi guy, so I don't fucking care. Honestly, I'm happy either way. Don't get me wrong. It's just always it's so hard to measure the impact of yes, Holland's clearly far and out right now, probably the best striker in the world. Granted, but it's Messi does that plus creates more. So it's very hard to find that
But also
line.
going into the league you're playing into,
Right.
I would argue. I mean, something came out where the French league is not even top 4 in the world anymore.
It's the Dutch league, or is it the Dutch league or the Belgium league? That's number 5 now.
Probably Dutch if
I
I
don't
had
know
to
off the top of my
guess.
head.
But yeah, I mean, I would probably argue Holland's record in the Premier League is more impressive than Messi's goal contributions in League One?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I think that league is kind of a joke.
All right. I forgot one thing.
What?
I got to run through it.
I mean, one of these has to win eventually, or else it's just a
Yeah.
really bad segment.
Did you lose last week too?
I didn't do one last week.
Oh, 2 weeks ago. Did you lose?
Probably.
We've done 2. We've lost 2.
Yeah, I'm 0-2.
Nice.
All right, so Brian's best bet. We're 0-2 here. We're going Arsenal over 1.5 team goals. Brighton over 1.5 team goals. Brentford money line. Wolves money line. It is plus 693. Take it to the goddamn bank, people.
And by that, he means take it to the bank so you can get more money out to deposit into your account after you lose the bet.
That's fair. On that note, let's wrap this episode up. Anyone have anything else they want to say?
Let's have a good weekend, folks.
Nope.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. At League Pints, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. We've been a lot more active, I would say, on Twitter. I know Clayton's been on the tweets here and there.
Yeah, it's last week was a little rough. I didn't tweet a lot this last week, but I will be back on that this weekend. Just tweeting my nonsense, and it will all be spelled wrong.
Yeah.
You see typos, it's Clayton.
That was so tough that one time.
Yeah, we're still getting back into it after a national break.
I tweeted while we were podcasting, actually, saying new episode coming tonight.
all right.
Did you tweet that out yesterday, too? Or did you tweet
I tweeted that we weren't doing one for the international break, and then I tweeted that we were doing one for tonight.
Nice. We're doing our best to make sure all 4 of us are on at a time. If not, we'll still try and get an episode out. Schedules are crazy right now, but we appreciate you guys listening. Appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, at League Pints on all the socials, Premier League and Pints on any of your podcasting platforms, and also YouTube if you want to watch us and look at our lovely faces. Thank you guys for watching.
I want to give one shout out. I think our last episode was the most downloaded. We hit 100 downloads on the last episode. So shout out to the listeners.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you.
We
To the
appreciate
moon.
it.
To the moon.
Premier League and Pints to the moon. We'll never stop. Bye.